another session of Leader 2.0. Tonight we are going to take a topic that could literally save our life, that is disaster myth. Our speaker, Ankit Master, will break down some of the biggest disaster myths, separate their fact from fiction, and make sure we are all prepared for emergencies. Let's welcome Ankit to the speech.
So, good evening, everyone. I have a question for you. Imagine you are in the middle of in the coast of Kerala, and suddenly the ground starts shaking. You remember that your uncle once told you, "Quick, run outside." But is that really the safest thing to do? What do you think?
No.
Yes, that's true. It's not the best option. So that's like standing in the middle of the road during the traffic jam and hoping that everyone stops for you. So welcome to D-Talk, where we separate disaster facts from fiction. Because bad advice in a crisis isn't just annoying. It's deadly. Today we are busting some of the biggest disaster myths before us. So let's jump into the first myth. That is running outside during an earthquake. So why do people believe it? Many think that outside is a safer space because buildings might collapse. Plus, our elders have probably told us to rush out whenever the ground shakes. So let's dive into the reality check about that. Unless you are already outside an open space, running out is dangerous. Falling debris and power lines and crumbling walls could turn you into a sandwich. So, running outside during an earthquake that's a myth. So, staying safe, the best option is drop, cover, and hold on, as this suggests. The best option is to drop, cover, and hold on. And if you are outside, stay away from buildings, trees, and power lines in case of earthquakes. The next myth is that cyclones only hit coastal areas like Chennai or Kochi in a South Indian context. So let's see what that myth is. Because cyclones start in the ocean, people assume that only the coastal areas get affected by cyclones. So in reality, cyclones don't stop at the shore. It continues into the mainland and into the buildings. It's according to the severity of the cyclone. So saying that the cyclones only hit the coastal areas is a myth. So what you should do instead? If you live in a cyclone prone area, secure your home and stock emergency supplies. If you are inland, don't ignore cyclone warnings because heavy rains can trigger floods and urban floods. It's like this. These are the after effects of cyclone if it's more severe. Let's first another myth, that is during heavy rain just drive through flooded roads. People say that driving through flooded roads is safe so that we get home easier. We get home faster. But during heavier floods, that's not the case. So let's check why that is. Even a few inches of fast-moving water can sweep away vehicles. So driving during a heavy flood is not the best option. What you should do instead is avoid driving through flooded roads. The water may be deeper than it looks, and also there may be manholes. So driving in the rain is not the best option. Driving in floods is not the best option. And another one is that if caught in flood, abandon the vehicle and get to higher ground. So the vehicle would break down at any point, and so we don't need to stay inside the vehicle during the flood. Just get out of the vehicle, run away to the higher ground. That's the best option. Let's check another myth. That is, lightning won't strike if I'm holding a coconut leaf or wearing rubber slippers. That's a common myth I have heard. Because I have heard if you wear rubber slippers, lightning won't hit you. And that's something I have heard. And let's see if that's true. Why people believe it? People think rubber slippers insulate them or that a coconut leaf can somehow protect because nature helps. So let's check the reality. Rubber slippers won't save you. Lightning can travel to wet ground, metal structures, and even you. So standing under a coconut tree or even birds, tall trees attract lightning. So that's a complete myth. And let's see what we should do instead. We should stay indoors during a thunderstorm. That's one of the best options. Avoid standing under trees near water or holding metal objects like umbrellas. All these can make you prone to lightning. So let's what's the last myth, that is you can outrun a tsunami. I have also heard this one. Outrunning a tsunami is something we have something people commonly think we can outrun a tsunami, but let's see if that's true. Why people believe it? Movies and TV make it look like we have time to grab your things and run when the sea pulls back. But in reality, a tsunami can travel 800 kilometers per hour in deep water and still move faster than a bike on land. So, 800 kilometers per hour is nothing in front of our, we can't outrun a tsunami like that. And what we should do instead is that if the sea suddenly pulls back, run to higher ground immediately. Don't go near the beach after an earthquake. Even small tremors can trigger tsunamis. So visiting a big beach right after tsunami is not the best option. This can happen. And so, in conclusion, I like to say that we love disaster myths because they make us feel in control. But believing the wrong one, that could be a real disaster. So next time someone tells you just run outside in an earthquake or rubber slippers will save you from lightning, smile and say, actually I attended DTOC and I know better. So stay curious, stay safe, and most importantly, don't drive through floods. It's a water park. So thank you.
Thank you, Ankit, for that eye-opening talk. Now, let's open the floor for the questions. I will start with one. Ankit, what do you think the most dangerous disaster myth we have come to?
So, one of the most dangerous myths is if you're inside a car during a flood, just stay inside. Many people think that their car will keep them safe, but in reality, just 12 inches of moving water can sweep away a car. So, staying in the car during a flood is not the best option. So, that's one of the most dangerous myths, I think that is. So, I hope I clearly could.
Hi Ankit. Why do people believe in disaster myth for so long?
Okay. So most people from most myths come from old stories. So the older generation passes these stories, and they get repeated so often that people just assume that they're true. Plus, in an emergency, we tend to rely on decisions rather than questioning what's the next. So we have heard something, we just believe that. So that's one of the main reasons why people believe in disaster myths and don't check for the next one. Okay.
Are there any myths that have actually stood true to them?
Yes, for example, get under a study table during an earthquake, because you all might have heard that during an earthquake, stay under a table. That's not a myth, it's facts. Because staying under a table, like I have said before, rope cover and hold on during an earthquake, that should be, as the picture suggests, is under the table. So that's one of the best myths. That's a true fact actually.
So there is no more questions. Thank you, Ankit, for blessing this common disaster myth and giving us the fact. With DTOC 2.0, we continue the challenge what we think we know about disaster and learn how to stay truly prepared. Thanks to everyone attending today, and we will join you in the next section.